Welcome CNG 124 500. Today is Wednesday, almost noon, 11:44. Just got done grading everything. Um, I didn't say done grading everything. I've graded quite a bit so far. Um, just got through reading the discussions for this week. Thought I'd give some feedback on it. Um, let's see. First discussion that I saw a few times. You know, finding a way to balance. Um, Work, school, home, um, trying to find a means to balance that. In that first week, you hit that first week with a crash. Since we start on Tuesday, and we're kind of a day short, still leading to Sunday. But that's what school is about: is trying to find some sort of discipline for yourself, especially in an online course. Since there's no way for me to really be with you for that hour and 15 minutes twice a week to watch what you're doing, you have to be really the student has to be really um, proactive and say, hey, look, I'm going to do my homework Monday and Wednesday, and then if I have any questions, I'll follow up with George on Friday. You need to develop some sort of routine early, and hopefully it's not waiting till the weekend. I did see a lot of logins this weekend and questions about accessing Neticat on the weekends. Make sure you avoid that cram stage, because on the weekends I do tend to be around the computer less. Um, Once again, families home, everyone's home at that period in time, so trying to answer things um, gets a little bit delayed at that point. I do my best for the first 2 weeks to be around on the weekend, but then following that, I do get back to balancing my work, life, school routine. I saw another good discussion. Um, Thank you, Christine. She pointed this out. She said, "Hey, look, I'm late. No problem. I understand that things can be overlooked sometimes. Sometimes um, something comes up on Sunday, you weren't able to get to a discussion. Still hop in that discussion. I grade, like I said, I do my best to grade during Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and in that period, I start to put up grades. If I do put you a zero at something, an activity, a discussion, a lab, what else do we have in this class? Um, if you forget something or a quiz, um, go back and do that. That's what I can best say. You walk out of this course with the grade that you achieve. I don't hold you back and don't hold you unless it's a test. Tests are open for specific times. That's the only thing that does have a specific time to it. But everything else, if you miss it, make sure you get back into it and say, okay, look, here's my discussion, or here's my lab. I know it's a couple days late. Something came up, you know, or feel free to direct message me in the Google Hangouts and say, hey George, my lab's gonna be a little bit late. Something came up, and that type. Let's see. And the other ones, I'm glad this week was a little tough. We're getting to the focus on hexadecimal and binary. Uh, Two different ways to do math. And one person said, you know what, it just kind of clicked at some point. Binary just clicked. That's kind of how, yeah, it really did. But once it did, it really did click. Thank you, Seth, for that comment. Um, I cannot, I don't know what the logical steps in clicking or making it click are. I can only point you to how how I learned it, how other people learned it. Another person brought in YouTube. Um, Watch YouTube videos. If you um, Let's see, if you link your FRCC student card to the library card, you used to get free Lynda. I'm unsure if you get that now, but lynda.com, great place to learn. Using different resources than the one I provide for you. Is a really good way to start picking up material, because you're looking for those extra. Um, I don't want to say substantial, supplemental. There we go, supplemental input ways to help you learn. So yeah, feel free to look on YouTube. A whole bunch of videos for everything we do in this course. Um, and lynda.com has a great place. There's one more site that's a really good too. Khan Academy. There you go. Khan Academy is a good place, and they all kind of will lead you to the same thing as understanding. Um, this first week was hexadecimal and binary. This week that we are on is MAC address and logical address. Feel free to definitely Google search that, and look for any information that pops up there. And you're going to hear me say Google a lot. I know a fair amount, but you're going to see me all the time looking stuff up and that's what you start to become better at in IT, is looking for the correct answer or formulating a search that'll give you the closest answer to being correct, so you can find the answer within that. Yeah, so with that, I'll end this video here. Good job. I'm going to dive into the labs. Make sure you read the feedback on those, and your stuff should be done today.